Tuesday. I am headed to clinicals in the hospital, med-surg clinicals. Mondays I have community health clinicals, and it's always so much fun. It's at an elderly care facility, but it's a really, really nice one where they all have their own apartments, and then there's a lot of it's set up like a home, so there's really pretty areas to watch TV and have a fireplace. There's a restaurant inside where they can order all their meals. It's just really nice, and I got permission yesterday to take to bring one of the dogs, and I actually brought two of them, and they did so good, and everybody loved them. It was so much fun to watch all these elderly people enjoy the dogs so much. So it was a really good time. And then I got to sit and eat lunch with two of my favorite patients. One is 95 and one is 98. So it was a lot of fun. Med-surg, not so crazy about. I will be following a different nurse around today. I have one in mind that I'm hoping I can follow her around today and see how she does things. Last week I was kind of one-on-one with the instructor, which was really nice because she really I got to deep dive into patients' records and to go ask a whole bunch of different things that I didn't know about medications and disease processes and things. And I had a very interesting patient last week. She was also 95, and she was super combative, out of nowhere, to her daughter and staff. And the doctor said she had hospital delirium, and he wanted to discharge her, thought she'd do better at home. I went and spoke with the doctor, or the nurse. Oh my gosh, it's really early. I spoke with the daughter out in the hallway because I could tell she was extremely overwhelmed, and it actually sounded like mom had dementia, undiagnosed, that she was saying that she had been paranoid a lot at night. She'd call and say her neighbors were looking in her windows and stuff like that. She was still driving, had driven herself to church and had fallen at church, and the preacher had called 911. She was very independent. But the combative and she was hitting and spitting and saying crazy stuff, that was not her norm. She did calm down after a little while and took a nap, and I was able to get her to eat a little bit, got her dressed. Once we found out she was going to go home, and she wanted to go in the wheelchair, so I found a wheelchair, put her in it, and I literally walked her around for about an hour, and she slept like a baby and was just calm. And then I was able to go take her downstairs and get her in her car, her daughter's car, to go home. Yeah, she was really, really, really interesting. I've never seen a patient that age get that combative. It's quite interesting. And I had never heard of hospital delirium. It was very interesting to see that. Yeah, today's going to be a very long day. It's 12-hour shifts. It goes, the morning goes by pretty fast because we're extremely busy. The afternoon is a lot slower because the nurses, it seems like a lot of patients get discharged in the afternoon from med-surg. And the nurses are doing a lot of their charting, so there just isn't as much going on for us. Tomorrow I am getting to go on my first vacation in 15 years. Super excited. We're going to Cancun, taking the boys with us. We're gonna have to leave the house at really early in the morning. I'm not looking forward to that. Almost earlier than I left this morning. That's not gonna be fun. I will have to take my homework. I did 2 exams next Friday when I come back, so I'm definitely gonna have to get on the studying because it's in the the one class that I have bombed every exam, and I'm like barely hovering to above where I need to be at the end of the semester. This is the first class. It's a public health class, for God's sake, and I am just not. It's so broad. Like, we had over 50 pages of notes to study for the last exam, and like, you just don't even know what's going to be on there. So I'm going to try a different route. I've tried a different route of studying for this class both times, and I studied even more last time, and I did worse. It was very frustrating. My other classes I'm doing really well in, but this public health one is, I don't know, just, it's not medical related, and I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm not familiar with. Maybe that's why it's so much harder, but yeah, I'm really excited to go on vacation. We have a whole bunch of tours booked, and I've never been to Mexico other than crossing the bridge in Texas, walking over to some nasty little border towns. So we have a lot of cool things planned. I'll definitely take some good video while we're over there. Really excited to go. But yeah, we'll update you guys next week on how clinicals go today. I'm hoping I get an awesome nurse to learn from today, and hopefully we'll have some interesting patients that have diseases that I'm not familiar with. So it'll be something to learn today. I'm ready to go get breakfast on the way, and I will be there probably almost 30 minutes early, and I even left 30 minutes later. Today I got more sleep today at home instead of trying to sleep in the car, because I haven't been able to sleep in the car lately when I get to work. So I just stayed in bed a little bit longer, which was great. So yep, I'll see you guys next week.